Portsmouth's right-back position for a throw.
That's something that Ramsey has added to with his presence. I think he looks very strong and athletic, but he's, I think, or a bit of a presence. I mean, he hasn't done anything to, overly impress, but it's just has that way about him where he looks the part to me. Again, at this level, and I think he looks like the sort of player who's only going to get better. But his work rate is pretty high energy, and that filters through to his teammates as well.
Here's Fass, just bypassed Ramsey, but Carranza trying to flick it out in his direction. It will be picked up by Monga. Spin on the ball, helped it stay in play, and Monga can attack down Portsmouth's right. From the edge of the box, he flicks it into the penalty area. Ramsey got something on it. James challenged, headed away as far as Thomas, who nods it in the direction of Monga left-hand side once more. Trying to get it away from Jordan Williams. Monga teasing, tormenting Williams, giving it short back to Thomas. Then Winks gets a touch. Here's Pereira working it back to Winks again. Winks going to go for a shot from 25 yards out.
Held back by Marlon Pack, actually, quite cutely, albeit in front of the referee.
Here's Winks finding James, 25 yards out, going to look to bend one here, got it bang on target as well, and Bursic had to tip it around for what's Leicester's fourth corner. Work it back up to Thomas, swished in his cross first time. Ramsey stabbed a foot at it. It's broken out for Fatawu. Fatawu driving, getting it right across the face of goal, and turned in for 1-0 Leicester City by Aaron Ramsey. His first Foxers goal. It's been coming from kickoff, and now the breakthrough has arrived. Leicester City 1, Portsmouth 0. Ramsey with the goal.
Top-class football, really. It has been of a high level from start to up to this very moment. Eventually, yeah, you mentioned it, the pressure had to take its toll there. They were being not peppered left, right and centre, but it was one situation after another. Just prior to that,
looking for somebody to pass it to. He chose his goalkeeper. His first time, puts his foot through the ball and sends it into the night sky. Carranza couldn't win the challenge against Paul. It's broken for Ramsey though. Good strength and skill shown from Aaron Ramsey. He's driving up to the edge of the penalty area here. He's going to have a go again and forces Bursic into a save to push it behind for another corner. Well, he's got this.
Rather than later.
There's Vestergaard, touch them from Pereira up to James, just over halfway. Good defending from Yang, but James has managed to dispossess him. No foul there. Through to Carranza, just on his heel, but he managed to find Fatawu inside the penalty area. Fatawu's shot is turned away by the goalkeeper, and behind for a corner. It goes on, and now Yang can break over halfway for Portsmouth. 3-on-3 here at the moment. Yang up against Fass, passed him with ease. Ricardo Pereira trying to get back, fed into the path of Swift, checking back inside, getting the shot away. 1-1. And Leicester do pay the price for allowing Portsmouth back into the game. John Swift lashes in an equaliser. Can't say it hasn't been coming. It's been all Portsmouth since the restart. And now, just before the hour, they're back on terms. Swift's first goal for the club. Leicester 1, Portsmouth 1.
Yeah, Portsmouth haven't necessarily threatened too often, but it's a different proposition, different type of game in the second period. And loose play, you talked to me about possible changes by the manager, and you just mentioned Monga possibly could be one to be switched, and Carranza also, I'm sure, is being considered. And then right on cue, he goes and loses the ball somewhat softly. As a consequence, 15 seconds later, Portsmouth will score at the other end. Weak challenge, strange challenge from Fass.
Tosses it to Ayew near the corner flag, and then Winks out for Sumare. Here's Chowdhury. Chowdhury trying to get a cross in. Chowdhury instead works it out to Daka. Daka up against Ogilvie. Last chance to beat him, maybe. Went back to Chowdhury. He floats a good looking ball into the far post. Oh, right the way across the face of goal from Luke Thomas. And De Cordova-Reid couldn't apply the finishing touch. An inch or two away from a winner.
Out of the blue, the cross comes in, quality cross as well. Oh, Luke Thomas crept forward, he found himself in a more advanced position than he has done.
The winning goal's going to come, it has to be now. A Luke Thomas long throw is about to be launched into the Pompey penalty area. In it comes from Thomas, headed away by Colby Bishop, and that is that frustration for the Foxes again at King Power Stadium. Another game in which they led, but has not ended in victory. They were ahead at half-time, thanks to Aaron Ramsey's first goal in a Leicester shirt. Leicester dominated the opening 45 minutes, Matt, but that John Swift equaliser, Pompey will probably feel that a point was what they deserved.
Yeah, that first half, you could only really see one winner, but we know how football can work, so you don't take it as a given. But second half, yeah, I have to agree. I think Portsmouth deserves something out of that. All things considered, they're travelling up here, and the fans coming along, backing them to the hilt. Leicester's drop-off was quite stark, really, from first to second half, partially down to an improvement from Portsmouth, who seems to me clearly had a talking to by the manager. They've upped the ante, and they've got their reward, and I don't think they'll feel aggrieved that they didn't get the 3 points, but they'll feel that they deserve the one, and I think that's fair dues overall. Leicester, but not back to the drawing board. They've got a lot to ask themselves, a lot to look into. Highly impressive in parts, and other times not abject, but they looked slightly scrappy and slightly lethargic.
8 games unbeaten, but having to settle for a draw tonight then. Thanks for your company. It finished at King Power Stadium. Leicester City 1, Portsmouth 1.